The world generates over 80 billion square meters of discarded or unused garments every year. Creating value by coupling this waste with human potential of refugee camps is the idea behind the project Connective Threads. It proposes the use of cultural technology to strengthen the ethnographic and environmental resilience of displaced populations.
The project creates modular tapestries that can be used to make refugee shelters for displaced Syrians. The exterior tapestries are made of recycled jeans layered over emergency blankets and tarps. The interior tapestries are made of recycled clothing layered over UNHCR woolen blankets. These shelters not only provide better insulation than the standard ones, they preserve cultural memory and add aesthetic enrichment to the refugees' daily life.
The tapestries are made in collaboration with refugees, who receive education and vocational training as part of the project, which also allows them to incorporate traditional Middle Eastern Khayyamiyya handcraft into their work. The project also promotes cross-cultural understanding through co-creation across borders, involving students from Europe, the USA, and the UAE.
The tapestries can also be used to enclose tents for social gatherings. This supports social relations, the dynamic preservation of way of life, and networks of communities at risk of cultural erasure.
Connective Threads wins a Wholesome Awards Acknowledgement Prize, Middle East Africa, and 1 out of 4 Global Wholesome Awards commendations. The prize goes to the architectural historian Azra Aksamiya and her team at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
The awards jury applauds the thinking out of the box approach and highly appreciates the project's support for cultural resilience of displaced communities. The project outlines a culturally sensitive, socially inclusive, and environmentally conscious approach to humanitarian design.
Why we were particularly touched by this project is to bring back both the craft of sewing and making things, as well as a real sort of appropriation of what your life is even in a refugee camp. So bringing color and bringing part of your culture back in a more beautiful environment so that it simply becomes livable.
Connective Threads represents a significant contribution to sustainable construction.